Hello PTTI, welcome to today's Tech Talk. My name is Sabrina Freay, and today I am joined with Mr. Klein, who is one of the ACT Prep teachers, along with Mr. Campilia. ACT Prep is available to sophomores and juniors and has greatly enhanced the test scores of its participants. Today we will discuss how the course does just that. Thank you for joining me, Mr. Klein.
Thank you for having me.
Okay, so how long have you been teaching this class?
I've been teaching this class for about 8 years now, and we've had a very good, successful run.
Do you recommend students submit test scores considering a lot of schools are test optional now?
I 100% recommend that students take the tests and submit their scores. Colleges, first of all, are going away from test optional to requiring a test. Also, having a test score demonstrates to a college that a student is not only willing to go the extra mile and to be one student who does versus a student that does not, but it also allows the college to see what they can do and what kind of knowledge they have and how they can apply their skills to any given subject area.
Why are the skills you guys teach important for students to learn?
Well, beyond the basics of math and English and reading and what the ACT considers a science section, the test, first of all, the test was originally called the SAT, and it was a test of logic and reasoning. Those things still exist. It is how can you take a certain amount of information, manipulate it, use logic, and go from A to B to C to arrive at an answer. And these are the exact types of things that are going to be required of college students. When you get to college, when all students get to college, your first classes may be 200-300 students, and they're going to give you information, and it's going to be on the student to learn how to deal with that information and what to do with it. ACT Prep and SAT Prep teaches a student to take knowledge and manipulate it and use logic and reasoning to come to conclusions and to answers.
Why do you think students should take this class, and how does this course enhance scores in particular?
Well, the real good news with our scores here is a boxed program, or one that you would get on the side, or one that is online when the test is still being taken on paper, by the way, will say that usually students go up 3 ACT points. That's about 110 SAT points. Our class has an average of 8 ACT points, which is close to 270, 280 SAT points. That is a huge gain, and that kind of score is going to bring not only the acceptances that students want to the schools of their choices, but it also brings in merit money. And merit money is huge. It could be a couple $1,000s, or it could be almost full tuition. And at the end of the day, you're talking about tens and tens, maybe even $100,000 of money just for taking a test and doing well on it.
Mm-hmm. How will this class help prepare students for college?
Well, again, as I mentioned before, I think it's the ability to use logic and reasoning and to be able to take information and to come to reasonable and solid conclusions with said information. I also do believe that it's habitual, that especially in a test optional world right now, or a semi-test optional world, it creates the habit of, I'm student A, and I'm going to be a student who actually does more. I'm going to go out of my way to be better than the people in front of me. So that habit takes you into college, into the competitiveness of college, and it is competitive for grades sometimes, and for internships, and to get the research projects that you want, and it works itself into the workplace. Again, students who do these things in beginning in high school will be the students who do these things and the extra things for the rest of their lives, and it will be of absolute and positive benefit to bring a student to success and an older person to a successful and happy life.
Why do you think it's important for parents to see the value of their child taking a class like this?
That's a good question. Private tutors are expensive. I'm not going to publicly say here what I make an hour, but it's a lot. And this course is free. There is no cost to students and everything to gain. Good tutors, good experienced tutors who are also teachers, again, as I mentioned, we're expensive. Here, it's free. This school has been actually very generous, and the administration has been wonderful in helping us promote this class so students have the benefit of having people like Mr. Campilia and I in being their private tutors. Not private because it is a class, but acting in a way that is of no cost. And they get the same information, the same things. The same things I give privately is the same information a student will get in our class.
Okay, that is all we have for today. It was great talking to you and learning more about this course.
Thank you.
Again, my name is Sabrina Freay, and now let's go over to Bella with more from former ACT prep students.
Thanks, Sabrina. Let's now hear from some PCTI students who have taken advantage of this very helpful class and hear about their experiences.
I actually think ACT Prep is one of the few classes that I could use outside of school because it teaches you how to take a test. It's going to give you a lot of money. Like for some people that already have good GPAs, the test could save them thousands and thousands of dollars, which is in itself is a useful thing to have. Also, it's good techniques. It's guesstimate. It's how to annotate text, which you can use not only in school, but reading and comprehension is something that's very important. So.
I think that typically when you're studying for an SAT or an ACT, you'll maybe use the book, online practices, and we did have that, but we also had teachers that were guiding us through it, teaching us strategies that usually you would end up paying for on like a College Board website. So having somebody physically there to guide you and to motivate you and to give you kind of targets of where your score should be was very helpful.
I really followed the techniques that my teachers gave me, Mr. Klein and Mr. Camp. They really pushed me to be the best that I could be, and I saw a really big jump in my scores because of that.
I think that you have two great teachers that are good at what they do. They're intelligent, they teach well, they expect a lot of you, but I think that also brings out the best because I'll be honest, they're teachers that will get disappointed in you if you don't do well. And I think disappointment and feeling like somebody thinks you could do better is a great motivator. It pushes you to make those people proud. And I think that they're great people, and that's mainly the reason why I got such a big increase in score, because I wanted to make them proud.
I really liked the strategies they gave me, especially with math. They taught me new ways to solve problems that I've never even known, so that really helped me, and it helped me think logically too.
I would especially recommend the course to sophomores because although there's some skills that you're going to learn and will help you improve your score on the test junior year, it's much better to start sophomore year because you'll already have the strategies down and you'll just be able to use your new skills to improve your score and do questions that you weren't capable of doing the year prior.
I will give credit where credit is due. They did give me a very good guideline on what steps to take to get to college, and I followed them, and it really helped me get to college. Happy to be at MSU, going there starting in the fall, and I couldn't have done it without them.
If you would like to get more information on how PCTI can help you with your college admissions, preparation, and scores, please contact Mr. Klein and Mr. Campilia at jklein@pcti.tech.newjersey.us and at dcampilia@pcti.tech.newjersey.us.